Welcome back to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. Today, I am finally doing an unboxing of my brand new Cricut Explore Air 2. Now, did I need another die cutting machine? No, but I bought one anyway. It was on sale at Michael's. I haven't owned a Cricut in quite a while, so I thought I would give it a try and bring you along for the ride. It has been a very long time since I've owned a Cricut. In fact, the last Cricut machine that I owned was years ago when they had the little tiny model that you use with your cartridges. So recently I purchased a Cricut Explore Air 2. It was on sale at Michael's for about $180, I think. And I think it normally retails for over $200. And I thought, why not? I've been wanting to try the newer model Cricuts for a very long time. I don't necessarily need a new die cutting machine. I do own a Silhouette Cameo 4 that I upgraded to probably about 2 or 3 years ago. But it was on sale and I thought, why not? And it's mint green because, you know, have to buy it. They have all the beautiful colors. I also purchased some tools to go along with it as well. So I'm unboxing this machine and right away I noticed that there is a mat included, which is fantastic. And then of course in all of its glory is the mint green machine that I affectionately call Minty. Mint green is one of my favorite colors. At the bottom you will find the electrical cords and the USB cord. I'm going to go ahead and remove all the packaging and get her set up. Also included in the machine are your instructions as well as your electric cord and a cord that is a USB cord that you can hook to your device. So if you have a laptop or computer, you can connect it directly there. It's also web enabled, so you can set it up on your computer to operate wirelessly, which is very convenient. Now, I really like how they have these little cards. They give you some really straightforward instructions, right? You can't mess it up. And there's also a welcome book as well, and a few other bits and pieces. Included with this is one of the pens that you can use inside your machine. This is the fine tip pen, and I do plan on exploring with that at some point. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of take a look at the welcome book and see what's all involved and read the instructions to get started.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
Now it's time to remove all the rest of the packaging. When you take it out of the box, the Cricut is safely packaged with some plastic, so it doesn't bump or nick or anything of that nature. There's also a piece of tape that's holding that top and bottom lid. Well, it's not holding it closed, but it keeps it from popping open. I'm going to go ahead and open up the machine and show you the inside, and voila, it's absolutely beautiful. I love this machine already. Inside you will find the cutting mechanism that holds your cutting blades and other tools that you can use. There's also these two little storage areas that you can put your tools and blades in, which is super handy, especially if you're taking your Cricut on the go. One of the things I noticed right away is how easy it is to load and unload blades in this machine. So you have one compartment that's for your standard blade, and then you have another compartment that you can put your little writing pens and some other tools that can be used with the Cricut. On the right hand side, you can adjust this little dial to the substrate that you're using. So if it's cardstock, vinyl, there's also the power button and a little button where you advance the mat to go through the machine. And then back again on the left hand side, I believe this is a spot where you can put your cartridges. So those of you who have a cartridge library, I believe you can continue to use those on the newer machine. And there's also storage at the top for additional tools as well. Now, speaking of tools, anytime I buy a new device, I need all of the tools to go with it. You can certainly purchase the Cricut brand tools, but there are other non-brand tools out there that work just as fine, according to what I have learned from other YouTubers who use the Cricut machine. So I just have the scissors, I have a weeding tool as well as a spatula, and all of that's just going to sit right there at the top, very easy and ready whenever I need to use them. And there's also that little scraper tool. I'm not sure that actually goes there, but I just put it there for now. In the back of the machine, you will find your little outlets for the power cord as well as the USB. I just plugged in the power cord there to the right hand side, and on the left hand side is the little plug for the USB, and you can plug that in to the machine and then connect it to your device.
And I really wanna know if
Now that I have the machine powered on and ready to go, it's time to access the Cricut Design Space. This cloud-based platform allows you to access thousands upon thousands of designs, and you can make a variety of different projects. To get started, you just follow the instructions that came along with your Cricut. It was very, very easy to just plug in and go. You're going to pop in your username as well as a password so you can access your account and your designs. You'll select the machine that you're using. It'll also let you know to make sure to plug in your machine. It will run any of the latest updates, which is fantastic. And then it'll say, great, you are ready to go to use your Cricut. So to make sure that your Cricut is in good working order, you're going to do a test cut. All you have to do is follow all the prompts. Also included in the box are some cardstock that you can use for the test cut, which I think was fabulous. And so you just follow all the prompts, load your mat, and perform the test cut.
If I will ever figure out where the road goes, even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the skies.
Once the test cut is complete, you're just going to unload your mat and remove your design. What I like to do is turn the mat upside down and remove the mat from the paper. It's a little bit easier and prevents tearing of the paper. And then I'm going to use one of my Cricut tools, the little spatula there, to remove that intricate little design, which is a little flower. Now my test cut is complete. This machine is so much fun to use. And to clean off my mat, I'm just going to take my little scraper tool and just scrape all of those little bits and pieces off of the mat. You want to make sure any die cutting machine that you use that you take care of all your mats so they last you a very long time. Now that I've completed the test cut, it's time for me to explore Cricut Design Space. Of course, this is where you're going to find all the templates and designs that you can use to make a variety of projects, and there's no shortage. They have tons and tons of creative ideas and projects as well as tutorials that you can watch. Ready to get started, you'll click New Project at the right-hand side of the screen, the upper right-hand side, and you'll be taken to this screen that looks like a little Cricut mat. That's kind of your workspace there. You'll notice there's some icons there on the left-hand side. There are some other tools here I am yet to exploring, but I have noticed that it looks a lot easier to use, at least coming out the gate, than a silhouette, because silhouette tends to be a little bit more technical. Nonetheless, here is where you will select your design and you'll begin to work with it on your little on-screen mat using the variety of tools that are available to you. And again, I'm going to be spending some time learning all of these different tools. You can manipulate your different images and you can create your own, and you can upload a variety of files, such as SVG files, for instance. When you're ready to cut, you'll just select Make It at the right-hand side of the screen. You'll be taken to this screen, which will give you a view of a Cricut mat, 12 by 12 inch mat. You can manipulate your image there, move it around on the mat to make sure it's in a position where you want to cut. The next screen is going to guide you through all the cutting steps. It's going to ask you to make sure you have your base material set, the right blade is in place, and then you are ready to cut. It'll tell you to unload your material, and you are good to go. You just select Home to go right back to the home page of Cricut Design Space. Okay, so first impressions of the Cricut Explore Air 2. I think I might like it better than Silhouette. And that was something I would never, ever say. Easy to set up, easy to use. It cuts like butter. I would say that you can't go wrong either way with a Silhouette or a Cricut. I just feel that Cricut is easier right out the box. So if you are someone who's new to die cutting, a Cricut, I think, is a good bet, mainly because Silhouette is so technical sometimes. Their software is kind of technical, kind of difficult to follow. But once you get the hang of it, it's a great machine for die cutting. However, I think that the Cricut machine is just a lot better out the box. You can open it up, you can set it up. It's very intuitive. It's great on both PC and Mac. I'm about to set up the wireless part of it so I can use it wirelessly from my laptop. And I'm also going to use the mobile app too. And yeah, I think I'm gonna really enjoy using this die cutting machine. So I'll definitely be using this machine a lot this year. I'm so excited. And of course, I will share all of my Cricut adventures with you. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. I love this machine. I give it, so far, 5 out of 5 stars. Thanks so much for joining me for this unboxing of the Cricut Explore Air 2. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. When you do, click the bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time new content is posted.